What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today on Cardano. And what we're going to do, we're going to go into the block today. I want to show you a few things behind the scenes that I've been looking at. I have a few different indicators that are really going to show us where we're at in the long run for Cardano. So if you guys get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Just put ADA down low if you want me to keep covering this as this network continues to grow behind the scenes. So right now, guys, what we're going to look at here is historical break-even price. And the historical break-even price is going to show in the money and it's going to show out of the money. So the people who have addresses that they've bought and prices went against them, and then the people who have bought and they're still in the positive. So I've went through this chart here, and you can see in the green is going to be in the money and then red's going to be out of the money. Typically when we get between 85 and 93% out of the money, that's very deep value territory. So those are the places when you really want to be accumulating if you believe in Cardano for a longer term swing trade or position trade. So right now, guys, what we're looking at here, we're sitting at about 74% out of the money. We have 23% in the money right now. So stepping back, we're at a value zone. We're not at the deepest value zone. We may not get back to those value zones. We don't know yet, but we have to be prepared as well. And when we look at this, 74% is not too bad in terms of looking at the area that we're at from $3.10 that we were at our previous high in the last bull market. So stepping back and we're taking a look at this, and we're at 37 cents right now. Not a bad area. And in my opinion, guys, if Bitcoin does put some pressure on the overall market, like if it starts selling off, it could put some pressure on Cardano and some of these altcoins, which could still allow us to have some great buying opportunities down the road. So just be prepared for that as well. But when we're looking at this, we're at 74. So I'm really keeping an alert out and an eye on that 85 to 93 territory as well. So the next one I wanted to go to was bulls and bears. And we're going to step back here for the bulls and the bears. What's pretty interesting on this one, guys, I'll read the definition to you. It says a bull, an address that bought more than 1% of the volume traded in the last 24 hours. A bear is going to be the opposite. Right now we're at 33 bears and 33 bulls, and that's going to be your 7-day total. So right there, a big fight between the bulls and the bears right now, and this is on top of the 200-day moving average, the simple moving average for Cardano. So really important battle taking place right there. The next one I wanted to show you, and this was an interesting one here, was total addresses. So if we step back, this is what you want to see. You want to see that growth. Should be getting close to it here, guys. There it is. So total addresses. And what this says, subtracts those addresses that have no balance, total zero balance from the total of addresses in the network. So what we have here is going to be total with a balance. None of this stuff where you just have an address and there's nothing really in it. So look at this green line here, guys. We have a really nice uptrend that started, I would say, roughly where we really started to pick up some steam here was January 18th, 2021. And the network's just been growing since that. And right now we have roughly about 4.35 million addresses here in the last 30 days. So we've seen a lot of growth. If we look back to the previous bear market, down this range, we were looking at about 350,000 addresses. So the fact that we're over 4 million now, that's pretty impressive for Cardano. We just want to see it keep moving here. So the next one we're going to get into is average time token is held. Bitcoin is around 4 years. Then Cardano here, what you can see, it's going to be about 9 months so far. So still a younger coin, but it's nice to see that you still have a decent amount of holding time there. That's a nice swing trade or a position trade time frame that we're looking at. So the next one is going to be whales and investors. So for the whales right here, guys, we have 3 whales and they own 3.35 billion ADA. If we look at investors, we have 158 investors, and the investor concentration, 25.27% ADA. If we take a look at the pie graph here, the breakdown, so you can see blue is going to be investor volume, green is going to be the whales, and then orange is going to be the retail, which is pretty interesting there. So just taking a look at that breakdown, and then I have holdings distribution for us, which is interesting. So for our holdings distribution matrix, so we're just going to start here, guys. If you have 100 to 1,000 Cardano, there's 1.22 million addresses, and that makes up 28%. Next one's going to be 1,000 to 10,000. There's 675,000 addresses. That's 15.47%. If you get into this one, these are called sharks, from 10,000 to 100,000. And there's 152,000 addresses, and that makes up 3.49. Then we move into more of the whale territory, that 100,000 to a million, there's 21,000 addresses. Then if we get into that 1 million to 10 million, you're looking at 2.25 thousand. So these are just some interesting facts, guys, that I wanted to show you behind the scenes if you're looking for a longer term investment in Cardano. None of this is financial advice. I'm just showing you behind the scenes what's taking place. God bless you all and take care, my friends.